660 The Answer, where you will be able to hear the debate live tonight, the third Republican debate, which promises actually maybe to be the most, I don't know, could have the most fireworks. We shall see. I know there's a lot of desperation amongst the candidates, so we shall see. All right, 407-774-8255 is our phone number, and don't forget for the phone number, Live Best Dr. James E. Hardy, where you'll get the best in health-centered dentistry. All you have to do is call 407-678-3399. That's his phone number. Don't forget to ask him about his great book, Mercury Free. All right, we got another man to the lineup here tonight, so let me go around the table. First of all, we got the chairman of the board, Mike McBath, working feverishly over here. How you doing there, Mike, sir? Very good. I'm excited to hear our speaker today.
Some ideas for bumpers.
That's what he's doing.
Sticker contest tomorrow night. Come up with a bumper sticker slogan. You might win some prizes. All right, that voice that you just heard is David Levitt. He's still in the studio with us. David, of course, is one of our sponsors, Refresh Computers, where every Tuesday is Tune-Up Tuesday, and yesterday I got my iPhone rebuilt.
Yes, you did. And Tuesdays is free Tune-Up Tuesday.
Free Tune-Up Tuesday,
way. You can bring in your laptop or your computer, Apple or Windows-based machine. You can bring it on in and get a free tune-up every Tuesday.
And now, if you have a problem you need diagnosed, you can take it down and you guys will analyze it and give an estimate free anytime.
7 days a week, it's free estimates. Yeah, you can bring it in and they'll give you an estimate on how much it would cost to fix if you want to fix it. Sometimes, you know what, a lot of people, Chris, bring in their computer and say, hey, look what happens. I get a blue screen when I turn it on, and they open up the case and it's their memory just kind of, I call it memory creep. The memory kind of just creeps out just a little bit out of the slot, so it's actually shorting a couple pins, and you don't know, so they just reseat the memory. And they say, okay, there you go, you're on your way. How much? Nothing. Because, look, folks, if it only takes us a couple minutes, we're not going to charge you. We're just going to get you on your way.
I don't know what he said, but it sure sounded like he knew what he was talking about.
Ben, you don't fix cars or anything, right?
No, for that, you go to Jerry's Mercedes-Benz, jerrysmb.com. All right, also in the studio with us tonight is Mike Bass, and if you need some great financial advice, his number is 407. It's real easy to remember. 767-7800. 407-767-7800. He's also a proponent of the fair tax. And so, Mike, thanks for being on the show today.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to be here with all you guys and the cast of characters. And so I look forward to talking to Stephen more.
Yeah, you are now a part of the cast of characters. All right, and we're working to get Steve on the line. As soon as we do, we will go to him. As I said, though, in the meantime, you can give us a call. But one of the things that we want to talk to him about, of course, is this budget deal that was passed in the dark of night, the midnight hour, literally speaking. Evidently, they are not going to abide by the so-called Hastert rule, which was that it would require a majority of the majority to make it to the floor. This bill didn't get the majority of the majority. In other words, it didn't get support of the majority of the Republicans. It took a whole slew of Democrats to get this thing through. And, of course, President Obama is only more than willing to sign it, which ought to tell you something right there about...
Yeah, he got everything he wanted, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, if they give it final passage in the House, now it still has to go to the Senate, but if they give it final passage in the House before, I think it's about 11 o'clock tomorrow night, they will also have violated their own self-imposed 72-hour waiting period rule, where one of the things, if remember, this was way back, I think, in 2010, when the Republicans took control of the House. They promised, and this was in lieu of Obamacare and Nancy Pelosi's famous comment, we have to pass the bill to find out what's in it.
Yeah.
So the Boehner boys came up with this great idea. Why we won't even vote on anything for 72 hours to give the members an opportunity to have a full reading of the bill. Well, of course, it looks like that's not going to happen this time, even though it is only 144 pages. So if somebody were studious enough, they could get to work, maybe get it read by the time they vote on it, unless they've already voted on it.
Chris, and again, just think of the general public. He hears the story. What does it really mean to him? Except it really does mean something. Higher taxes, Obama gets everything he wants, your kids are further in debt,
second. And that's why when they bring these politicians like Arena